we need to draw free body diagram. So with the help of free body diagram, you can understand that how many different forces apply on the body. Yeah, how many different forces we have. So how many forces we have here? Now you can see this car is on inclined plane. An inclined plane making angle theta. Before starting this solution, let me tell you that what will be the angle for this one. Okay, Mr. Let's suppose uh, a body on, for example, surface of Earth. You can see this one. So angle is 0 because this is parallel to x-axis. So angle is 0. We have, for example, two forces. One is downward, this is gravitational force, or you can say that this one is weight of the body. Second one is upward, a normal force. But when you are changing this angle, for example, you change the angle like this one. So body will be like this one. So now we have normal force. This is always perpendicular to the surface, and weight will give this type of, you can see this is weight. Now weight making angle, and this angle will be equal to what? This angle will be equal to the angle of inclination, this one, this inclined plane angle. These two angles are equal. Now we have weight, this is gravitational force, this one is normal force. Now gravitational force making angle with normal force. So now we need to find horizontal component and vertical component. So we will consider this area, this surface. This is actually x-axis and normal force lie on y-axis. Angle between these two is 90 degrees. So let me start solving, finding normal forces and acceleration of this body. So first of all, how many forces we have? So you can see here, we have normal force, correct? Body moving, suppose acceleration is on this case, on x-axis direction. So you can see there is no force, there is no acceleration along vertical axis, no acceleration along y-axis. But there is motion, there is acceleration along x-axis. So if I want to write sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0 because there is no vertical motion. Motion is only horizontal. So how many forces are on y-axis? So there are two forces. You can see one is upward force, normal reaction. Second one, we have gravitational force, but gravitational force making angle theta. This theta, so if we draw horizontal line here, so there are two components of gravitational force. This one is, you can say, gravitational force x component. This one is actually uh, horizontal force, yeah, gravitational force vertical component. So angle is given, F is equal to mg. So what will be this angle? This angle, yeah, x component is equal to what? X component is equal to mg into cosine theta. What about this side? This is vertical. So this one equal to what? This is mg into sine theta. So this one mg into cosine theta, this is downward. You can see downward. So we can say that there are two forces. One is normal, normal is upward, and this mg cosine theta. This one is downward. So we will take this one negative. Is equal to what? Is equal to 0. How many forces are along x-axis? So along x-axis, you can see this body is also moving on x direction. So there is acceleration ax. So we can say that sum of all forces along x-axis is equal to max. Yeah, ma. Ax means acceleration along x-axis. Now, how many forces are along x-axis? Who will tell me how many forces we have? Yes, yes, mister. How many forces we have? Okay, mister. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir, we can see it. Professor, the components, the vertical should be f of gx, and the horizontal, the vertical should be f of yx, and the horizontal should be f of x,
Uh,
I think, sir.
okay, mister.
Gx.
If we
Or
draw
it
this,
doesn't matter.
if we draw this triangle, okay, wait. Again, I receive. Wait. Wait. What this one is happening? Okay, mister. If I draw the angle, this triangle, okay, this one. So what is our horizontal and what is our? Let me draw it here. We have angle, this one. So vertical component actually, this one is, this is ax cos theta, sine theta, and this one is ax cos theta. A, yes, x cos theta, this one is ay. So ax cos theta and, sorry, vertical is ay into sine theta, and horizontal is ax into cosine theta. So let me clarify this one here. Angle, this one vertical, this one is sine theta, correct? And this one is cos. That's okay. It's okay. But now this one, this component and x component, these are parallel. So we will consider these two components as x-axis and these two are vertical axis. So n minus mg is equal to cos theta. We have what? Sum of all forces along x-axis is equal to amx. But there is only one component. You can see this component. Gravitational force, horizontal component, and that component is mg into sine theta. So mg into sine of theta is equal to what? Is equal to ma. Or if you want to write max, but ma. No need of writing x and y. Now, first question is how we can find what? Normal force. So if you transfer this one, n is equal to what? N is equal to mg into cosine of theta. This is the value of what? Normal force. Second one, find the acceleration of the car, assuming the driving is frictionless. It means we will ignore friction. So how we can find the acceleration? So from second equation, you can see from this one, if you divide both sides by m, m cancel with m, this one also, we have what? Acceleration is equal to g into sine of theta. This equation is for acceleration in the car. Third C option. Suppose the car is released from rest. Means that the initial velocity is 0 and the top of the incline and the distance from the car's front bumper, the bottom of the incline is d. Distance between this bumper and this incline, for example, this one, this distance is actually d. How long does it take for the front bumper to reach the bottom of the hill? And what is the car's speed? Is it a traveler? Okay. So we need what? We need to find the time and we also need to find the final velocity. So first of all, if initial velocity is 0, distance is given, distance is equal to what? D. So how we can find distance? If we use the second equation is equal to, I will write only S or D. S or D is equal to what? We have VIT plus half at square, yeah, a square. But initial velocity is 0, so this one is 0. Distance or s is equal to what? Only 1 over 2. And what is the value of a? G sine theta. So we can write this one g into sine of theta, sine of theta into t square. This equation is for distance. Now we know the distance. So how we can find the final velocity? How we can find? So we can find from the last equation, we have Vf square is equal to Vi square plus 2, you can say A, and then we have D, our distance, our displacement. Where initial velocity is 0, so we have only Vf square is equal to 2AD. So then you need to put a value. This one is G sine theta. Also you can put D, 1 over 2 G sine theta into T square. So you can find final velocity. Clear? Now should I solve this one?
And the final velocity, so we have to put the value of A, right, sir?
Yes, A and D, both.
Okay.
So this is your final velocity. Should I solve or this one is okay? Yes. Okay.
Can you solve it, sir?
Okay, yes, I will solve. Okay, let me this one. Oh, sorry. Redfish. I don't know, but eraser is not working. So I will solve here. We have Vf square is equal to 2AD. 2, what is A? A is equal to actually G sine theta. And what is the value of D? So we have what? We have 1 over 2 into G sine theta multiply with T square. So this 2 cancel with this 2. We have final velocity square. G multiply with G, so G square. Sine multiply with sine, sine square. and we have last t square. Correct? Okay, we have vf square. So if you take the under root, yes, square root value, so square root, these two cancel. Vf is equal to g sine theta multiply with g. This is the final velocity of the car. Clear, mister?
Yes.
Okay, okay. This was first example. Now we have second example. So today I will solve only two examples. And there will be one question in your coming assignment from this type of question. Okay. Now these two bodies are connected. Mass number 1 and mass number 2. You can see mass number 2 is greater than mass number 1. Why? Because this body moving downward. Correct? We need to find the acceleration of these two bodies and tension produced in these two bodies. First one. Second one, when angle is 90, so what will happen? Third one, see what happen when mass number 1 is equal to 0. So what will be the acceleration and tension? So first of all, you can solve separately. If you separately solve it, that will be okay. I will start from mass number 1. For mass number 1, M1, how many forces are at mass number 1? One is downward force, gravitational force. You can say gravitational force. And gravitational force is equal to m1g. Mass number 1 multiplied with gravitation. Second one is upward, and upward is tension force. There is no force, there is no acceleration on x-axis. So we can just say that the sum of all forces on x-axis equal to 0. There is no force, so f of x is equal to 0. Second one, sum of all forces along y-axis. So along y-axis there is acceleration. So we can write m1a. But how many forces are along y-axis? There are two forces, tension and gravitational force. So tension minus gravitational force m1g is equal to what? m1g is equal to m1a. So if you transfer m1g to other side, tension is equal to what? m1a plus m1g. This is for body number 1 or mass number 1. Now if we have mass number 2, okay, for mass number 2, how many forces on mass number 2? Now you can see from here, one force, you can see normal force. This one is normal force. We have the gravitational force F2g, or this one equal to m2g. But again you can see that gravitational force making angle theta, this angle with normal force. So you can find vertical component and this one is horizontal component. Same we have tension from this rope G, body moving in this direction. So I can write that how many forces in this case. You can see this surface is actually this one is x-axis and this normal force is along y-axis. So how many forces are along x-axis? So forces along x-axis is equal to what? M1, yeah, this one is M2, M2A, because there is acceleration. There is some motion along x-axis. So forces along x-axis, this one is tension, and second one is this component of gravitational, yeah, M2G. This one equal to what? This side is actually M2G into sine of theta. This component, this is vertical component for whole body, but for gravitational force, this one is horizontal component. This one equal to M2G into cosine theta. So force is along x-axis, one is tension, second one is this component of gravitational force. If this one is equal to m2g sine theta. So if we take m2g sine theta on positive axis and tension on negative axis, so this will be m2 into g sine theta minus tension is equal to what? m2a. This is first equation for mass number 1. Same, how many forces are body number 2 along y-axis? So sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0 because there is no acceleration, there is no motion along y-axis. So there are only two forces. One is normal upward and m2 giant cosine theta, m2g cosine theta is downward. So I will take a n minus m2 into g cosine theta is equal to 0. You can transfer other side. So n is equal to what? We have m2 into g cosine theta. This equation is for normal. We need to find acceleration and tension equation for both bodies. So how we can find tension and how we can find the acceleration? First of all, if you replace t video from first equation, so now we have equation like m2g into sine of theta minus tension video, tension from first equation, we have m1a plus m1g equal to what? m2a. We need to find the value of a. So we have m1g, this is m1g or m2g into sine of theta minus m1a minus m1g, because minus multiply with these two, equal to m2a. So now we have a minus m1. So if you transfer to other side, we have only m2g into sine of theta, yes, minus m1g is equal to what? Is equal to m2, this one is m2a, and if you transfer this one, equal to what? Plus m1a. Now what is common? Only g is common. So we have m2g, m2 into sine theta minus m1. G is common. And in this side, if we take acceleration, so acceleration is common, we have m2 plus m1 or m1 plus m2. So if you divide both sides by m1 plus m2, so what will be the equation for acceleration? Equation for acceleration is equal to, okay, we will write here, we have equation for acceleration. Acceleration is equal to m2 into sine theta minus m1 multiply with g and divided by what? Divided by m1 plus m2. The value of acceleration, the acceleration equation. When, for example, any two bodies are given in this shape, and you know the angle, and you know the masses m1 and m2, then you can find the acceleration produced in this body with the help of this formula. m2 sine theta minus m1 multiplied with g and divided by m1 plus m2. Where m2, m1, these are masses. Okay, theta is given this angle. You can see this angle. If given is 30, so use sine 30, sine 40, sine 45. You can find the acceleration. Now, how we can find tension? So for tension, just replace this equation. You can see T is equal to m1a plus m1g with the acceleration formula. So I will erase these. Okay, replacing the E value. We have tension. Tension is equal to M1A plus M2G, M1G. To replace A, so we have tension is equal to M1. What is the value of A? A is M2 into sine theta minus M1 divided by M1 plus M2. And we have also G here. So G plus M1G. This one is A value plus MG, this M1G is come. So now multiply these two. Tension is equal to M1 multiplied with M2, M1, M2 into G sine theta minus M1 multiplied with M1 equal to M1 square. Also we have G here, so I will write G here. We have G with this one, and we have also M1 G square, this G multiply with both, plus we have M1G, then divided by what? Divided by M1 plus M2. Now if we take LCM of this one, so LCM will be M1 plus M2, M1, M2 plus M2. This side is M1 plus M2 divided by M1 plus M2 equal to 1. 1 multiply with this one. So we have same this side. We have M1 M2, M1 M2 into G. Yes, we have G here. So we have writing 2G, 1G. We have sine theta. Correct? This one we have minus M1 square G, M1 square G value. Now denominator is 1, so 1 divided by this one M1 plus M2, it means this multiply with this one. We have M1G multiply with what? M1 plus M2. If I want to simplify this one, so I will simplify here. So this will raise this one. This one also. We have tension is equal to M1 M2G into sine of theta minus M1 square G plus we have, if you multiply, this is M1 G multiply with M1, so equal to M1 G square, M1 square into G. Then if you multiply M1 G with M2, so M1 is we have M1 plus M2, so we have M1 M2 and G divided by what? Divided by M1 plus M2. Now M1 cancel. Tension is equal to what? Tension is equal to, we have M1 M2 G into sine of theta plus we have minus, this one is minus, okay, my plus we have M1 M2 G, M1 M2 G divided by what? Divided by M1 plus M2. From first one, these are common. M1, M2, G, these are common. So tension is equal to what? Tension is M1, M2 into G. Sine theta plus 1. This one, we have 1 here. Divided by what? Divided by M1 plus M2. So tension formula is M1 M2 G divided multiply with sine theta plus 1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the equation for tension. This was part number A. So what is B part? In B part, just given that when angle is 90 degree. So if you take sine 90, so what is the value of sine 90? Yes, sine 90 is equal to 1. So we have tension is equal to m1, m2, g. And we have sine theta, sine 91 plus 1 divided by what? Divided by m1 plus m2. So result will be 2m1 m2g divided by m1 plus m2. This when angle is equal to sine 90. 90 sine is equal to 1. Next one, this is part number B, correct tension video, 2m1 into divided by, and this, if you remember, this formula is for what? This formula is for a towed machine. Now, C part is equal to, when mass number 1 is equal to 0, so what will happen? When mass number 1 is 0, so you can see here, this is tension formula, you can put mass number 1 in this one. So when you put mass number 1 here, so completely this will be 0 because 0 multiply with anything equal to 0. So tension will be 0. Same if you multiply, if you put the value of m1 is equal to 0 here. So m1 is 0 divided by m, this one is equal to 0. Our acceleration formula will be m2 into sine theta multiply with g divided by only m2 because m1 is 0. This will be the acceleration formula when m1 is equal to 0. Tension will be 0 because we have m1 multiply with m2. So this complete tension will be 0. Acceleration will be m2 sine theta g divided by second one, mass number 2. Clear? Yes?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So for
Clear,
today,
sir.
yes, for today we have these two examples. Only these two examples. Yes, if anyone of you have any questions, so I can repeat. I can repeat this lecture. Don't worry.
Sir, this is only applicable and applicable for these specific questions, right?
Yes, yes. When there is acceleration, and when there is no force, there is no friction force. When we have friction force, then we apply third formula. Third law, Newton third law, action and reaction.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Now, if you have any type of question, you can tell me. What about my voice? Is my voice is clear today?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
It's better today.
Yes,
It's
sir.
perfect.
Okay, okay. So, again, let me tell you.